fares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our Smart Fares
Hi, y'all.
travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call Smart Fares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820. Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now to learn more. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
Good morning, Jobfather Nation. We are excited to bring you yet another episode of the Jobfather. This episode and more is brought to you by Joco Community Radio. Joco Community Radio is proud to be the sponsor of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, simply go to joco.com to choose where and how. The Joco Community Radio app is now available for free on your Android and iOS devices. Simply search your store, download the app, and listen how you prefer to listen. Well, we are excited to be here. Before we get started and we discuss what the first half of the show is going to look like, let me go ahead and say a quick word of prayer. Let's bow our heads. Father God, thank you for the opportunity to be here to serve the job seeker community. Thank you for all of those that are volunteering, spending their time and giving of their time to help others as they're walking through a career transition. Lord, we just pray that you would open the doors for all that are in search of a job, and that you would speak to each one of them as they're going through this journey to learn and grow as much fruit as possible. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Well, Foster, oh my gosh.
Hey,
We're
hey,
finally back together.
we're back together. I know you guys. So Dana took a couple of weeks vacation. We had Nigel with us. We had a good time with Nigel. You know, Nigel is part of the crew, and she'll be
Oh,
back with us
yes.
periodically, you guys. So now I was gone last week, but I was listening in, and
Yes, you were.
and honestly, Mez and Dana do a better job than I do when I'm here. So, but hey, y'all, I'm back.
We're so
Yay!
glad you're back.
Yay! We are in the month where college football starts. I've got one of my four schools that I went to, got one of my colors on. And you know
Ah,
what? We are excited. Devon and I, my third college, Devon and I, North Texas, University of North Texas. Devon and I went. We didn't go there together. We weren't there at the same time. I was back when Tyrannosaurus Rex and Stegosaurus and those guys. I'm kidding. I am not that old. I'm sorry. I'm not that old. But guys, thanks Dana for the prayer. I'm excited. So let's go do this before Dana and I start talking about, guys, we're going to talk about this. Dana and I always talking about this network. Well, what is the network and how do I use some of the components that are in this network? And and Devin can tell you a little bit about this conversation. We're going to have a good conversation. So before we do that, I'm going to talk about some folks that have landed. It's kind of exciting. The landings this week are kind of exciting. So we've got Jenna Von Gordon. Jana, I'm sorry I got that right. Tell the baby I said hey. Well, it's not a baby anymore. The baby's almost 2 now. She is from the Netherlands and she has moved to the United States now. And she is an HR business partner. We like our HR people, don't we, Dana? She's an HR business partner now. Uh actually up in New York. So we thank you for Janet for being part of the network. I can't remember the name of the company, but I busted all your personal business out, didn't I? So next, guys, our next lander is Gerald Alexander over in Dallas. He's at Collins Aerospace now.
woo!
He is that infamous senior principal systems engineer. I really wish I worked DOD for years and years as a recruiter, and that senior principal engineer. Every time we have to go to a hiring manager and say, "Listen, what type of senior principal engineer do you want to have? What does your team do? Let's talk about that thing."
Yeah.
And so we have to kind of rewrite the job description for that. So Gerald, I know you're going to be doing testing and stuff. You've done full life cycle in systems, and you do the test all the way from the stem to the stern, brother. And congratulations on landing at Collins. They're a good company. I've supported them in the past too. Now we've got Joshua up in New York, Joshua Van Dress. He's a VP of investments at Paulson Investment Company. Doesn't that sound like a New York thing, you guys? There are a lot of those financial companies and stuff up there in New York. So we love it. So Josh, congratulations, Josh. And the last, guys, but not least, you're looking at her. See that girl smiling over there? See that? What is her name? Dana Gingerich or whatever her name. She just landed, guys. We got a lander right here with us. She just landed on.
Woo! God is good.
So we're praising God for that.
Yes.
And so,
Foster, may I say something real
yes,
quick?
please jump
Yeah,
in there.
no. I don't mean to interrupt you because what you're saying is so important for the audience to hear. But I just wanted to give a quick word of encouragement to our audience because we know that in the media, we hear all about layoffs. We hear a lot of those things going on. And it's important for us as we come on the show for the Jobfather to encourage each of you that the right job is out there. God will open the right door that no man can close.
That's right.
And the experience you get along the way while you're interviewing, while you're networking, and going through the tough trial, God will build fruit. And those fruits have set me up to, I think, be a better professional in my next job. I've always taken a lot of pride in my work ethic, and I've always been a phenomenal professional. I hope that's my heart's goal. I want to honor God in my work ethic.
You do.
But I will say this, everything I learned from that time is setting me up to be an even better person. And I want to encourage each of you, don't pay attention to the news. Focus on what you're doing. Don't let distractions happen around you. Companies are hiring all over the place, and you are going to find your job. Thank you,
Yep.
Foster.
Don't think me. Hey, you're just a bigger part of this show. As there wouldn't be a Jobseeker Network Radio without DG. And you guys see that DG, see what it stands for? Dana Gingerich. I call her Dana Dane. She's not old enough to probably remember Dana Dane from back in the day. But
Oh, I have friends that call me Dana Dane, and I never knew what that was.
yeah. I mean, it kind of goes with if you're a name dropper, if you're like
Right.
from the neighborhood like I am, you're gonna get a nickname. It may not be what you like, but you're gonna get a nickname. Somebody gonna think of something. It's too funny.
That's
So
right.
So, guys, congratulations, Dana. I'm really, really excited because anywhere Dana goes, guys, we will be expanding the network. Dana has the
That's right.
spirit, obviously, of what it is that we do. We want you companies to understand that, hey, you guys, some of the better people and candidates out there for you guys to hire are in the network looking
Yes.
for opportunities right now. And
Yes.
Dana and I, our calling in life is to help folks. Now, we do
Yes.
vet out the best and bring on this show. Devon, when you guys talk to Devon, you're going to understand why we brought Devon on it. Y'all,
Yeah.
Devon is awesome. But before I talk more about Devon and get her started, I want to, well, not get Devon started right now. Me and Dana are going to get started talking about the network. But, guys,
And Devon, we want you to jump in, please.
yeah, we want you to jump in because you're part of this network. You have injected yourself in this network, and everybody loves Devon. We're going to talk about that. Devon's my girl in the whole world right there, boy. And so here's what's going on, guys. Lahaina got burned to, I mean, the death toll is up to 55.
Oh, I saw
want us
that.
to-
It's
yeah.
breaking my heart.
And one of my best friends in the whole wide world is out there on the Big Island. The Big Island has not been affected, thank goodness. But the prayers, the concern goes out to folks on not Oahu, on Maui. And guys, if you guys have seen the Weather Channel, some of the video that they have taken will make your heart fall down in your stomach. Oh my God! So we want to be mindful of those people. You guys press many of your prayers. Those of you that pray, please lift up Lahaina County or Lahaina City, which is in Maui, and they are I think most of the death toll has been from Lahaina. So Hurricane Dora has moved on, and she's doing whatever she's doing down there, down south of that now. So I just wanted to take some time to say that. Now, Dana and I are always talking about this network. Well, we serve in this network, and this radio station is a service to the network of people. Guys, if I were to really make you guys understand how big this network is, you would not believe me. You say Foster lies every Friday. But guys, we have, how would you say it, Dana? We meet in groups of people. We have what I would like to call a career management groups. We're in 35 states. We grew here years ago. I started building these networks and I didn't build a whole network because we've brought a whole lot of other people in now. But guys, there are two types of networking groups in this network. There are the general networking groups, like around here in Dallas. You will have South Lake Focus Group. Y'all go to southlakefocusgroup.com. You will have Frisco Connect. Go to friscoconnect.org. And everybody knows the North Dallas Career Networking Group, Jeff Morris's group. Those are general networking groups. Those are the biggest. They're not all of them, but those are the biggest ones, guys. And then we have special interest groups, SIGs, in different cities in the United States. Sometimes they're called clublets. It's kind of cute. And
Lovelets, I love
isn't
it.
that cool? Austin, I'm talking about y'all. And so, guys, these special interest groups, so you might be in HR. So we want to get the HR people together. Generally, talent acquisition falls somewhere around the under HR, somewhere close to
It
HR.
does.
So
Mhm.
we're going to have administrative professionals, whether you're office administration, if you're executive administration,
Yep.
all of these people, guys, all of these job seekers are served in that HR function. We have an HR career search network group that meets every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. No, I'm lying. Not every Wednesday, but every first and third Wednesday. Thank you, COVID. Um, every first and third Wednesday at 10 o'clock, we are there. If you are a lawyer, if you are a paralegal, if you are a trainer, if you're a chief learning officer, all of these type of skill sets are served in that group. We have an IT. Do I need to explain IT to y'all? We
No.
have an IT career search network, guys. So, Mike Bowen, Bowen, you guys want to connect with Mike Bowen on LinkedIn. Our IT focus group meets every Tuesday at 9 o'clock in the morning. For those of you that are around the Grapevine, South Lake, Dallas, Fort Worth area, you might want to drive over to South Lake because we are a hybrid meeting. We meet in person and we meet on Zoom. Now, that Zoom meeting, that Zoom link can be found on careerdfw.org. Careerdfw.org is a website that has been put together by our brother Jeff Morris to teach everybody where everything is.
Yeah.
You will find groups there, special interest groups. You will find things that are going on around Dallas, Fort Worth there. And you will have hey, Joe Scarfo, Joe and Jason Hopper are with us. Sorry, y'all. I did the squirrel thing,
Yep.
but Mez is not going to beat me for that. Yeah, go ahead, Dana. I'm just talking.
No, this is really good. So, like you mentioned, we have the IT focus group. I believe you said the HR group
Right.
in South Lake, the general South Lake focus group, which
Yes.
I want to jump in and say I've been there multiple times.
Yep.
It is phenomenal, quality people, great networking. So I just kind of wanted to support what you were saying, Foster.
Mhm.
And don't forget, did you mention the healthcare focus group that Judy Wardle
Judy Worrell,
supports?
that's one of the SIGs I was getting to. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a healthcare group, guys, that meet, and we meet in person on Fridays. When I finish this show talking to you guys, I am going to be heading up there. We meet in Colleyville at Market Street Grocery Store. Foster, what in the world are y'all doing meeting at the daggum grocery store?
Oh,
Well,
y'all changed it? It's no longer in Grapevine?
no, we're over there now. And Judy, guys, believe me, there's a lady named Jude
Amazing.
Wardle. Judy Wardle. You're not used to spelling your Judy like that, are you? She she is the Devon Greene of networking when it comes
Yes.
to healthcare. And you know what? We meet every Friday at 11:30. Over there, they're already going. They're going right now. Hey, Kevin Keithley, good to see you, brother. And you know what? Every Friday at 11:30, we meet over there. If you are in healthcare, if you are interested in getting into healthcare, and if you're just interested in networking, hey, show up. That's what we're here for. That's what we will help. Yeah. We talk about healthcare stuff, but we talk about all kind of stuff. So that is one thing that we like. We just had that really, really big job. We just had that big job fair. Congresswoman Beth Van
Oh,
Dyne.
yeah.
Did I get that right, Devin? Is it
Yeah.
Congresswoman Beth Van Dyne had that big old, I think it was 300 companies there, and a lot of you guys that are listening to us right now were there. Now, I know you guys that are in the 35 other states that we serve weren't there, but that's okay. It's okay. Y'all can come to Texas and network. Come on now. So,
Well, and Foster, you know what? For people that aren't in Texas, they can join Transition Masters by going to Transition Masters. Is it .org?
it's .org.
.org. And it is a phenomenal free opportunity. You go through, I think it's a six week program, and they tackle every aspect of the job search, from resumes to interviewing to practice coaching to tips and articles. And they have all of these free um, resources for you on the
Oh yeah.
website, and they use them in the process. So I really want to encourage you, if you're not here in Texas, to check out Transition Masters. I went through it, even though I've been in recruitment and talent acquisition and leadership now, and I've been in the industry for over 20 years. There's always something new to learn and different
Always.
opinions to hear. So,
Lifelong learners.
yes,
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
always be a lifelong learner. That's right.
On Mondays, guys, transitionmasters.org. Go there. Transition Masters, not transmission, car guys. Transition. You're in transition. You got no job. You're in transition. You got that? Okay, we're digging. We're cooking
Got
with
it.
grease. So you know what? Transitionmasters.org, guys. We meet every Monday. Here on the Central Time Zone in Texas is at 4:30, but out on the East Coast it is at 5:30. Transition Masters has been put together, guys, by people that are coaches. Coaches put that thing together, and you go through the whole process, interviewing and getting ideas about how you present, what it's coming off like, all of that sort of thing is there. So I strongly, especially if you are, now this doesn't, I'm not saying these are the only people, but especially if you're an executive level like Dana and I, it is really, really good for you guys to go and zero in on what it is that you're looking to do, and how you going to tell somebody what it is that you need to do to help them understand what to do with you. That
Yeah.
is that is networking, and you will go there and you will meet people all over the place, and your network will grow, and everybody knows somebody. It's kind of strange when we meet a Devon Greene. Well, Devon's been in the workforce and she's met people and she knows about companies and stuff, And there are some people like I'm picking on Devon. Devon
That's okay.
Devon has that personality that wants to help everybody anyway. So she's going to
Oh, yeah.
jump in there. She's a whole lot more intelligent than Foster Williams, and she's going to tell you guys who she knows and ideas that she has, what she's seen in the network, certain things that you can connect with. I love it. I love it. So Dana, didn't we talk about the pit crew?
Nope, and that's what I was thinking about. We have another phenomenal opportunity, free, called the Pit Crew. And Foster knows these individuals
Uh-huh.
really well.
Uh-huh.
Mez does as well. I believe Mez
Mhm.
went through the Pit Crew. Foster, if you're interested in free interview coaching, how do you get involved with the Pit Crew?
Well, guys, again, go to that careerdfw.org website. On Wednesdays, you will see all the information for the pit crew. Guys, if you are not in Texas, hey, we got this thing called
Okay.
Zoom,
That's
and you
right.
can. I don't. You guys aren't old enough to remember that old TV show, Zoom, 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 Zoom. Anyway, not that Zoom. That's different Zoom. So I'm showing my age. I like doing that. If you hadn't figured out,
It's
but
fun.
you know what? Guys, you can get involved. Go there to careerdfw.org again, guys. And look on the Wednesday calendar. They got a calendar function, and you can slide around the calendar with your mouse on your computer, and all kind of information will pop up about groups and all of that sort of thing. And guys, professional associations that you might want to get associated with are listed there on Career DFW. And check this out, outside of Texas, careerusa.org is the
Yes.
website. And you guys can figure out Jeff and I have traveled all over this nation trying to find stuff like Transition Masters
Oh, it's
that can,
awesome.
yeah, that can help you guys figure out things, meet people. Because just because Devin and I saw a company here in Dallas Fort Worth, it might be a big one. It might be even medium-sized companies have guys, they're in other states. They have facilities in other states all across. We use this word now called global now. So,
Yep.
when you work for a Citigroup or a IBM or a Verizon like Foster, those are just three of the biggies that I work for. Every one of those guys are all over the world. So I was responsible for North, Central, and South America, because you guys don't know this, but my mom's family, a big portion, my mom's family is from Mexico. So they thought that was kind of cool that Foster understood Spanish a little bit. So
Yeah.
let's have him do LATAM. And so
You-
so guys, you never know where this network is going to take you.
yeah.
My network is
Foster,
all over the place. Go, go,
and I
go,
know
go.
a really good one that I'd like to bring up.
Okay, bring
It
it
is
up. Bring it up.
called Search for You. And is it .com or .org, Foster?
It's .com. Search
Okay,
the number
search the
4,
number 4,
the letter
U,
U,
Y-O-U. Is it Y-O-U or the letter U?
the letter U.
The letter U. Mez is our wonderful hype lady and our
Yeah,
project
Maz knows that
manager.
one.
She is putting this information in the chat. Thank you, Mez. You're fabulous. I don't know if y'all realize this, but yes, Foster manages and has helped collaborate and develop the largest job help network in the United States. Foster retired from corporate America to help connect people as a
I couldn't
calling
wait
from
to
the
get out of
Lord.
there.
And so God brought him out of corporate America
Yeah,
early
God
to
brought me
help
out of there. I didn't know.
connect people. So if you go to searchforyou.com, and again, it is search the number 4 and then the letter u.com.
INC.com.
Foster
I'm
works
messing you
direct.
up, Dan. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Let me tell it again. Search the number 4, the letter U, INC. Y'all
Oh,
know what that's
INC.
for. INC.com. And
You like that,
Maz,
Foster?
yeah, I like that. Shut up, Foster. Maz, if you would put that in the category, I see my main man, 50 grand.
Yeah.
Eugene Clay is with us. Check out Gene. Hey, Gene, what's going on, man? I know you back. You should be back in the Metroplex by now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Foster,
go,
let me
Dana. I'm
finish real
sorry.
quick.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So forgive me, I didn't know about the INC. And this is something that's really special. So organizations and corporations come to Foster, and he to help make a living and do what he does. He supports these organizations and helps fill roles, which means he has job opportunities. So if you're a job seeker, get your resume on file with Foster, not just so that he can help you and guide you in the network, but also so that if he has roles coming up, he can keep you in mind for those opportunities.
Right.
Also,
Great point.
Search for You or Career Search Network helps sponsor this radio show.
Yes.
So if you're a corporation and you have job openings, reach out to Foster for our affordable opportunities to discuss your openings on our show, because we have people listening all throughout the United States and globally, as well as corporations all throughout the United States and globally as well. So keep that in mind. This is a great opportunity for people to connect to jobs through Search for You Inc. And again, that Foster sponsors and helped create the Career Search Network with all these sublets. So I wanted to clarify that real quick, because Foster will never bring that up on his own.
I know I talk too much and can't talk about what I'm supposed to be here to talk about. What she said, that lady right there. Yeah.
Wait. There.
Yeah, guys, go there and check it out. There are jobs that are posted there. Now, let me tell you what the advantage of Search for You is. If you see a job posted there, we probably have a relationship. Dana, what did I say?
Relationship.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And so we have a relationship. Now, the people that are responsible for those jobs, the recruiters, a lot of the hiring managers do not mind their information being shared on the job posting. So
Exactly.
if you see something on Search for You, do not apply through the network or through the website, but go directly. That information is there for you guys to go directly. We know that we apply online. We don't have anything against that, but I think it adds value if you know that Dana is a recruiter for a position at a certain company.
Yes,
I
exactly.
think it adds value if you know that, hey, I need to send my resume to Dana. Now, make sure that you go and you apply on the company website so that you will be in their ATS system. Then let's talk about Dana at that point. Let's talk about Foster at that point. Foster probably knows somebody at that company. Guys, nationally. You will be surprised as I am on some Zooms all over the United States. Abby, hey, absolutely. Abby has the career wake up call each month. And there are people from there's probably 300 people on that call from all over the United States. And they mention companies that they are looking they're interested in. And guess who knows somebody that works at that company? You guys call me the job father. I don't call myself that. You guys call me that. But I like to serve in that capacity. I like putting things together. I'm not the only one. That lady right there, she does the same thing. Dana and I both have huge networks. Yeah, because of the show. But we are recruiters. What do you think we're spending our time to do? Oh, I hear
I hear
music.
the
I
music,
hear music.
Pastor.
We'll come back with Devon.
Yay, see you on the second half with Devon.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center. A family member or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
All right. Guess who's back? Dana had to step off. I think the doggies are doing something in there. So Dana had to step off. My goodness, guys. We are back. And Dana has no idea that she is not muted. Dana, mute.
Well, crap. How are y'all able to hear something on the other side of the house?
Dana, we heard everything. Oh my God, you gotta mute yourself.
What did the dogs do?
Oh, I think one of the doggies did something. So that was too funny. Thanks, Dana. No thanks, but thank you for
Well, here we go. I have to bring a little bit of a comedic element to the show, right?
Sunshine. That's right.
Sunshine on a cloudy day.
Oh, guys, I want you guys to meet my buddy Devon Greene right there.
Yeah!
Now she is not related to Mean Joe Greene. I know I hang out with Mean Joe Greene's sons, but Devon is not part of that Greene. But she is the right Greene, and she went to Mean Greene for college, and I did too. That was my went to third college. Oh my God. But guys, Devon is a project manager. We call her our supply chain superstar. I really like her profile because she says that she is notorious for halting ineffective operations. So, guys, Devin is going to be the person that's going to get involved with what's going on in your company. It may be on a project type of basis, it could be, but she is going to be that person that is going to coordinate and put everything together. She's going to understand the technology. It may be, okay, Devin, we use a certain software in order to do this. Well, Devin's going to learn that software, and then she's going to maximize how you use that software for the for the best use in the company to get things done quicker, faster, better. And she's going to make sure that everybody understands what's going on. So you guys, you want to meet Devon Greene, and there she is right there smiling. And Devon is the coolest in the world. She is a cool chick, and believe me, you guys want to put Devon in your teams and let her work. So Devon, I'm going to shut up. Let you talk about you. You know you better than I do.
Devon.
Yes. Well, hi everyone. Hi Foster. Hi Dana.
Hey, D.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna call
Thank
Devon
you.
D Greene.
I know we have the same initials, so that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
DG.
Super
So we're already
cool.
on the same
The
page.
DG club.
Yes. Foster, you need to get with the program with the initials.
I'm catching up. I listen to you ladies, and I get with the program. That's
Okay,
great.
thank you. So yes, you hit the nail on the head with that. So I am the right green to add to your team. Right now.
Yeah.
And I did not pick UNT because their colors are green. I promise, not at all.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
true. That's funny.
They do happen to have one of they're the top 3 of the supply chain program. So I loved my
Oh,
time at that university.
I didn't even know that about my own
I
school.
And so I picked
Okay.
that
Good
operations
to
and
you.
supply chain management.
Hmm.
And with that, I worked my entire way through college, and we had to pay them bills.
Of
Um,
course. And those
yes.
bills ain't cheap.
No.
I
Tuition?
DJ'd my way through college.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Did you do it at the square right beside it?
I was part of it. Our old nightclub used to be right down there, right off
Did
the
you put
square.
on some
Sure did.
Snoop?
Yeah, we worked. Snoop was early. It was the early days of Snoop back then. We went all the way back before gin and juice. So, okay, keep, keep,
Yay!
keep going, Devin. Keep going.
No worries. So at my last company, I had almost 0 years of experience, and I ended up taking them from 10 million to 50 million. So now I have about 3.5 years of experience. And what I'm looking for in my next company is really being able to get in there and solve those problems. I don't
Mm,
need much except a computer. I would like to figure out where my desk is before I solve all
yeah.
your issues.
Small, important detail.
A computer would be good. But really, I found my passion with project management because it has it has that 25% sales. It has that ability for me to be able
Uh-huh.
to connect people and relationships. And I absolutely love being that liaison between the sales team and the engineers. Because as we all know,
Okay.
everybody is different, everybody has different skill sets. And I love being able to figure out what those skill sets are and really utilizing everybody's strengths to the advantage of the team to make the team better.
Yeah. Process improvement. Is what I hear in there. If you guys throw if I was still working in my traditional role in corporate America, Devin wouldn't be on this show. Devin have a job already. And you want to get companies, you want to get Devin, put her in the process, let her figure things out, let her figure out what you've been doing, share with her what it is that you've been doing, share with her what you are trying to do. A lot of information Devin is going to extract out of you management kind of people to figure out, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what it's resulted in. We want to increase that, and we can. You won't hear Devin go, we'll figure it out. No, we will increase that. So, okay, I'm going to shut up, Devin.
Yes, I am very focused on tangible results, and really I'm that team performance maximizer. So every team I've ever been on, every member has always been promoted. So as a leader, that makes me so happy. Sad when they have to leave my team, but it's always to greener pastures.
Yeah, yeah.
So I absolutely love pouring into other people and, making those profits and really maximizing anything I can around me and minimizing the churn of everything.
Oh
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
Devin,
yeah.
if you don't mind me asking real quick, just for our listeners that don't already know how fabulous you are, what are the specific titles of roles that you would,
Good
be
question.
most aligned with? And are there any specific industries you prefer?
Yes, thank you so much for the question. So some of my credentials is I am not PMP yet, but I do a lot of studying, and my mentor in college has every
Ooh,
single certificate you can imagine.
she
But I
got certified.
am,
Oh my God.
but I am Green Belt Six Sigma certified.
Mhm.
I am constantly. Oh, I love it. I am a nerd for
Awesome.
that.
A nerd
um,
for the green belt, green.
Yes, I know. I
Oh,
can't go get a black belt now because I gotta stick with the green.
Hey, your school
But
is green.
right, my last name, it's Brand.
That's right. It is. It is.
So with that, I am not ever taking courses just to get that certificate. I really want to learn through it.
Ah,
So, I've gotten from PMP, I'm a part of their organization, and I've gotten the technical project management certificate, the agile and the waterfall. I do like agile a little bit better because I like things
yeah.
to be switched up.
I think it's more
yes.
applicable to the way we do things today. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So with that being said, some of the titles that I'm looking for specifically is project manager, assistant project manager, associate project manager, any little title right in front of that project manager, because, and then also supply chain analyst or, being in a PMO. So able to contribute with other project managers.
Hmm.
So if the key word here, project, if you put me on a project, you will succeed. So those are some of the titles I'm
Love it.
looking for.
And
And what
she's not
industry?
lying. That's
Do
true.
you have an industry that, or a couple industries that you are specific to? Because I know project management can be very diverse. There's also certain industries that call for specialization. Share a little bit about what you're looking for.
Yes, thank you. So I am really into software and SaaS, software as
Ooh,
a service. Every single job I've ever had has always been dealt with software. Even in the restaurant industry, those people who have to come in and your servers have to know every single thing about those buttons. I
Uh-huh.
was that person who trained every single server.
Yeah.
So
that's amazing.
if your server
Wow.
was quick, I trained
Mhm.
them.
You got to know
um,
the system to train it.
Yes, exactly. So to answer your question, some of the industries is anything that has to do with software, specifically aeronautics. I mean, who doesn't love planes and missiles? So that's one of my industries that I'm looking forward to. And oh, man,
You know
that's
what?
okay.
Foster has a lot of connections in the aerospace
Oh,
because
Half of
that's
my
where
recruitment,
the bulk of his recruitment experience is.
half of my yeah, the bulk of my recruitment experience has been in aerospace,
wow.
DoD, those kind of worlds. So, Devin, we will be talking even more because I think, Devin, where do you live here in the Metroplex physically?
Yes. Um, yeah, so I live in Arlington and I'm
Oh,
looking for jobs towards North Texas.
okay.
So Plano, Richardson, North Dallas, areas along those lines, because at some point, even with the job market, we're going to be moving at some point towards
No,
North
that's yeah,
Texas.
that's
No, that
that's
makes sense. No
Yes.
that
problem.
makes sure. So, Devin, is Lockheed of interest to you? Is that one of the companies that could be of interest to
Oh
you?
my gosh, kind of sounds like they are, and it sounds like maybe I've, thrown my resume in there. So
Because
yes.
you've got that little nerdy element. I'm not trying to be
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be down putting, but Devin can dig in companies. She can dig into the softwares and understand. She does not develop the Let me say it again. She does not develop the software. She learns the software. She learns the components and how it is applied in processes. And
Yes.
Lord knows, um, Lockheed it constantly gets, we want to buy your airplanes. We want, all of this stuff. And there for each and every country. I have a friend that works in offset. He's been with Lockheed for 30 years, and he's the one that sells these programs to foreign governments. So I get to hear about this stuff all the time. But what it needs to be done is to have that client interface. And it's not just Lockheed. L3, I worked for L3. I worked for Smith's Aerospace, Parker,
Yeah.
NASA, all kind, so yeah, I've been around DoD and aerospace. So that process improvement, process optimization. Ooh, did I say that?
Yes.
I don't know how to spell that, Dana. You need to help me.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll show you how after the show.
That's right. That's right. So these are going to be the places that you're going to want to put Devon, because everybody loves Devon. We tell Fanny Dunnigan, everybody loves Fanny. You ought to have a show called Everybody Loves Fanny. Well, everybody loves Devon, guys. It's important. Now I'm going to shut up, I think. But you know what? It's important that we have people in places and spaces like Devon to be the client in liaison. Do
Yes.
I like who is my main person for my project to get done what I bought from your company? Do I like that person? Does that person take the time to convince me that they understand what we're trying to do with any part of the process? I think that's Devon. What you
Thank
think,
you,
Devon?
Foster. Yes, yes. So, and along with aeronautics, I mean, if your company has a supply chain division, if your company is doing something cool, I want to be involved. I had
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that we're all looking for a spot. And if you put me in a position where I can interface with those clients, but also use my nerdy side, which is, such a secret as a board game nerd, you know.
Nothing wrong with that. I love board games too, but you probably like the complicated ones.
Wow, you have you definitely have a site for that. That is very true. The more complicated,
Yeah.
the better. If it takes an hour to learn the rules, I absolutely love
Yeah,
it.
see, that's just the opposite of me. I'm like, okay, let's play what do you mean categories.
Oh, see, I still love those. I do
Yeah.
not discriminate in the board game world or any
Yes,
world,
truth. Devon, we need to hang out. You are so much fun.
These are the components that I'm talking about, guys. You see, she already got a buddy with Dana down there. And
Oh my gosh, Devon is
everybody
awesome.
can't
I'm
beat
so
Dana
glad you're
fan
here
because you got to
today.
go through me to get to Dana.
Well, I'm going to
we'll
say
all
this
play board
that's
games
really
together.
important for all of our listeners. Foster goes through a very specific type of screening process.
Yes.
And when we are representing someone and we to be uplifting, we say the golden stamp of approval. But what that really means is these are people we know and people we're promoting because we know the quality of person and what you're going to get. And you would be remiss if you did not hire Devon. Not only does she have the intelligence and the background, but she has the personality to liaise between the technical people and the marketing
Regular
people
like me, yeah.
and project manage, right? And project manage is a unique gift.
That is a unique gift. Now, guys, Dana and I, because we network and we get involved, especially me, get involved and have created so many of these networking groups, we get a chance to see people in action. So, okay, here's this little Devon lady over here, and she spells her name like my buddy's last name over here. And okay, Devon's pretty cool. She got a big smile on her face. She shook my hand, and she wasn't a clammy fish. She she gave me the strong. Okay, what is Devon looking for, guys? In these networking groups that we were just talking about a while ago, we have an opportunity and we get trained how to teach people about what it is that we do and understand where to put us in the companies or who to introduce us to of all your friends or anything like that. So for weeks now, weeks, I have gotten an opportunity to observe Devon. I say, you know what? Everybody, me, Judy, Dana now, and it goes on and on and on. These leaders talk about Devon, and we all say the same thing. And you know what? It came time for me to introduce you guys to Devon. Devon is here because I want you guys, you hiring companies, to see. And I've invited a whole bunch of you guys for this special reason. But I wanted. This is why I wanted you guys to see Devon. We have this intangible component of everything that we do. And Dana and I just not saying this because we've been recruiting for 20 years. We have seen this applied. Now nobody want to work with who you can't get along with. Why are you gonna? I mean, come on now. And you're gonna want to introduce Devon to your team, to your clients, to
Yes.
anybody that you're dealing with. I see my big brother Steve Rogers is with us, and you see what he said. Lockheed could use her. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks, Steve.
Steve was with Lockheed for years and years as a hiring manager, guys. Go ahead, Dana. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, I'm so excited about Steve saying that, and I think that's important network, and this is what Foster does. But Devon, back to you. I wanted to find out, when you think about project managers, what sets you apart? I can already see some things that set you apart, but what sets you apart from other people that might be out interviewing right now, that would make you the top pick for an organization?
Yes, thank you for the question. So, what would make me the top pick for the organization is the fact that I'm going to come in with that enthusiasm. I'm going to come in with that problem solving mindset. It's my catchphrase at work is on it. That's it. Ask me to do something, and I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes when I was asked to do something, I was like, "Oh, I turned that into you 2 days ago. What? So
Love it. So you're an outside box thinker. Love it.
So I am proactively thinking. I'm able to conceptualize the big picture and speak to executives in those high levels, while also communicating with team members and understanding that when you're talking to that high level, they need this. They need a snapshot of what's going on. The team needs the entire details and the entire schematics. So I'm able to communicate on multiple different levels and understand the needs of the clients, of the executives, of whoever I'm dealing with, liaison all over the place, really understand those pain points and relieve the pain points. So that's really what sets me apart. And the fact that I consider myself an inspirational leader. So when I'm on a project, even if I'm not at the manager title, if somebody needs help, I'm happy to help them. And I'm happy to really lead with that inspiration, as opposed to, no, we've got to get this done. Okay, let's figure out the why behind the what. If anybody from my previous team is listening, they know I would say, okay, what's the why behind the what? And they're like, Devon, don't even tell me that, because I know you're going to ask me.
I know what to expect.
So that's really a screenshot of what you can get with me, is that I am the why behind the what. And if you don't know the why behind the what, I can help you figure it out. And we can get those results driven. And the best part is, instead of just getting the results, I'm able to communicate those results to your clients, which very important nowadays.
It's kind of important. Because if they spend millions of dollars or even hundreds of thousands of dollars on some of these products that the companies sell, and if they don't get what they're trying to, if that thing doesn't perform the way that they're told or sold that it was going to be, and Devon, it can be and has been part of the sales team, guys. Somebody's got to make sure that company's getting what they bought, because those people are going to show up on your doorstep. And their attitude won't be as nice as Foster and Dana's when they show up. Devon, that daggum thing, that process that we bought from your company is not working. And oh my God. But here's what I think I have observed with Devon, guys. She's not going to be the one to get frustrated and run off and want to go get a pipe bomb and blow everybody up.
Whoa, that just escalated. Where did the pipe bomb?
I have no pipe bomb.
You never know what Foster's gonna say. And it's been that way. It's worked good in my career. But guys, listen, somebody's got to stick to itiveness, right? Somebody's got to stick in there and say, hey, guys, I care about what I was a part of selling a lot of times. I know these people. I have a relationship with these people. I will make sure. Now, Mr. Manager, if you allow me to, I will take the time that no one else wants to take to help make these people understand what it is that we need to do to get them where they're trying to go. I think now, of course, we're selling Devon to you guys. But guys, that is what I have observed and with Devon. That's it right there.
Yeah, yeah. So, Devin, share a little bit about what you have been seeing as a job seeker out in the market, because I mean, you're a phenomenal candidate. You're going to get eaten up quickly, like any company would be blessed to
Yeah,
have you.
we're gonna make sure that happens. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you're amazing. But what have you been seeing? What's it been like as far as project management roles? Because I actually have seen quite a few in my job search for about 4.5 months. There were a lot of project management on the talent acquisition side that I was seeing. Just curious.
Yes, of course. So, what I've been seeing on the job side is, first of all, I did want to touch on those resources that y'all shared.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. If anybody has not utilized those resources, please do. Because I'll
Yeah.
tell you right now, those have helped me immensely. I definitely, we all need to work on our interviewing skills. It's a skill that you can
It
improve.
It
is.
is. It takes time. Mhm.
And they have helped. I mean, the people I have met, I mean, I think I've made some friends for life, and
Yeah.
everybody is willing to help. And also you're able to give back and help other people. So that part of it, the South Lake Focus Group, I mean, everything they mentioned. And I would go ahead and highlight, maybe you should go in person,
Yes.
because
Yes.
everybody's a little different, and every single person I've met, their personality shines in a different way. And it's so beautiful to see all those come together. So just a tidbit on that. But what else I'm seeing in the job search is it's interesting, because with project management, I don't want to say, it's a hard or easy market for some. I think it is definitely a saturated market, because we have so many skilled candidates, and with the layoffs. But while we're dealing with the layoffs, we're still seeing multiple companies hiring. So I think it's really based on getting those connections. Almost
I agree.
every single interview I've ever gotten was, "Oh, Devin, let me get you in front of somebody." That's where it came from. It came from a referral. It came from networking. It did not come from applying on Indeed or anything like that. It came from somebody knowing somebody. So if you meet the right people, or you meet the right people who know the right people,
There it
that's all
is.
you need to do. And
It's so
really
true.
understanding what you want. So I think the job market right now, especially for project managers, it can be very competitive. But you've really got to hone in and let your self shine through on whatever your expertise is. And I think people are looking for subject matter experts as opposed to generalists. So if you have a set of skills, hone in on them. Really
Yes.
Yeah.
learn, take a YouTube video, take a LinkedIn Learning. Harvard offers free courses. I took their resilient leadership course, and oh my gosh, I was like, oh, look at me, I went to Harvard. So but I think this market really, it's interesting. To sum it up in one sentence, this market is ensuring that candidates are needing to sharpen their tools. This market
So true.
is tending towards recruiters being, from what I've seen, a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Understandably so. So my heart goes out to recruiters. That's why the follow-ups are important, because we're all people. And if you say you've never missed an email, I mean, ooh.
That's not true. We all have.
Yeah, we all have, and that's okay. But that's what follow-ups are for with recruiters. And
Yes.
I have a positive outlook on my job search, and my main focus is really getting with a company and a job. You can't just love the company; you got to love the job, because you do it
That's
every
true.
day.
That's true.
That I can provide impact on, and I appreciate, and I want to be a little bit appreciated too, just a little bit.
I agree. Yeah. Devin, how can we get in touch with you? How can our organizations and hiring leaders get in touch with you?
Yes. Well, hello, everybody who would like to get in touch with me and add some Greene to your team.
Yes.
Love it. I love.
So
Yes.
on LinkedIn, we'll add the right Greene to your team.
That's
So on
right. That's right.
LinkedIn, they posted my LinkedIn, and it is Devon Greene. So it's the / Devon Greene. You can also email me through my LinkedIn, has my email and my direct phone number and everything along those lines. And also, My email is going to be Devon. Oh, I'll put it in chat.
I'll help you guys get there. Talk to me about Devon Greene. I'll get you to Devon. We'll see you guys next Friday. Please
Thank
hang
you,
with
Devon.
us.
Thanks, everybody.
And Devon, link with Steve Rogers. I'll make sure that happens.
Hi, Steve.
Let's be honest. Wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and